Russia's Federal Security Service, FSB, on Friday, accused 6 British diplomats of espionage and announced their accreditation would be revoked. Russian state television cited an authority from the Security Administration referred to as the FSB as saying that they will be ousted. The removals come as head of the state, Keir Starmer, visits Washington for chats with President Joe Biden that will incorporate Ukraine's solicitation to utilize Western-provided weapons against focuses inside Russia. Starmer said en route to the U.S. that England doesn't look for any contention with Russia. This conflict was started by Russia. Russia unlawfully attacked Ukraine. Russia could end this contention immediately, he told journalists. We've obviously been absolutely fully supportive of Ukraine's right to self-defense. We're providing training capability, as you know. Ukraine has the right to self-defense. In any case, we look for no contention with Russia. That is not our expectation at all, he said. The FSB said it got records demonstrating that the representatives were shipped off Russia by a division of the UK Unfamiliar Office, whose principal task is to cause an essential loss for our nation, and that they were engaged with knowledge social gathering and rebellious exercises. In light of these records and because of various antagonistic strides by London, the Russian Unfamiliar Service pulled out the certification of the representatives, the FSB said, without recognizing them. That's what it cautioned, assuming different representatives are viewed as doing comparable activities, the organization will request early end of their missions to Russia. According to a report that was broadcast by Russian state television, the 6 diplomats had met with independent media and rights organizations that had been labeled foreign agents, a term that the Russian government has frequently employed against organizations and individuals who are critical of the Kremlin. The Associated Press inquired about the matter and received no immediate response from the British Embassy in Moscow. The British Foreign Office did not immediately respond with a response. Russian Unfamiliar Service representative Maria Zakharova said in an internet-based articulation that we completely concur with the evaluations of the exercises of the English purported negotiators communicated by the Russian FSB. The English consulate has gone a long ways past the cutoff points framed by the Vienna shows. She said the representatives were completing incendiary activities pointed toward really hurting our kin. Ejections of representatives, both Western negotiators working in Russia and Russian ambassadors working in Western nations, have become progressively normal since Russia attacked Ukraine in February 2022. Between the beginning of 2022 and October 2023, the Western countries and Japan expelled a total of 670 Russian diplomats, according to the Russian news outlet RBC. In response, Moscow expelled 346 diplomats. As per RBC, it was more than in the past 20 years consolidated. In May, the UK removed Russia's safeguard attaché in London, charging he was an undeclared knowledge official, and closed a few Russian political properties in England that it said were being utilized for spying.